Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It is David Schlotthauer here, tracking severe weather yet again on the YouTube channel as we are getting tracking an enhanced risk for severe weather today from the Storm Prediction Center across Oklahoma, in northern Texas, as well as Arkansas and Louisiana, with a 10% chance of tornadoes and a 30 sig for large hail and a 30 non-sig for damaging winds. So we have a lot to track for as this weather system sweeps across the nation, triggering these storms across Oklahoma. So we're tracking one storm right now in particular concern. This is in the Guermino area of Oklahoma, just south of Lawton, Oklahoma. Nice looking supercell here with some dominant outflow boundary here that is draped across Interstate 44. So from Lawton all the way down into the Randalet area, we have an outflow boundary. So some strong winds are anticipated with that. But this is all linked up to the supercell that we have ongoing. And we'll see if this tries to organize into anything significant. But right now, it is warranted for golf ball size hail and 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts across the I-44 corridor going towards Oil City, Central High, Marlow, Oklahoma, Duncan, Oklahoma. We also have another storm just south of the radar site near Frederick, where we have a disorganized supercell, not really organized by any means, but it is producing some large hailstones of at least an inch in diameter. This is also headed towards Loveland, towards Hollister in Oklahoma, Chattanooga, Oklahoma, within probably the next 20 to 30 minutes. In fact, it's starting to rain there right now, but you're going to get the rain before you get the hail. And then we have another storm that is popping up in Lockett, Vernon, Tolbert in Texas. Okay, this is in Texas where we have that storm. Not severe warned yet, but we will keep you updated when we get more warnings here in live on the Weather Channel. Let's take a look at the last several minutes of Doppler radar, and we can see where that storm is tracking right now. It actually had a destructive warning on it earlier, but now has been downgraded to just a considerable warning tag over the Guermino area in Oil City. About to get hit with this supercell. But look at the dominant outflow future associated with that outflow or that thunderstorm that you guys have. And this is producing velocities up to about 15 to 25 miles an hour. So some gusty outflow winds are anticipated with the temperature drop associated with that. Hey, Damien Person, how are you? What's up? We got two Damiens in the live chat here. What's up, Damien? Hey there. What's up, Ryan Teasdale? How are you doing? Pan, how are you? So if you're new, welcome. We are tracking severe weather live here on the YouTube channel. Oil City, Central High, Marlow, Duncan. We got 1-inch hail on this storm right now in Oklahoma. If you're in Empire City, that's what we have going on. In fact, we have a live camera out of that area where we have some light to moderate rainfall coming down. Roads are pretty wet, and that means storms have passed overhead. So that's what we have going on near the Lawton, Oklahoma region. Okay, that's a live look at the camera. Actually, this is Lawton. We have other cameras downstream. This is just a sensor camera. Nothing in the way of an actual live camera in itself, but we will we're gonna get these storms on camera if we can along the way. What happened to my last live stream? Well, the power went out and the internet went out, so that's why I was not able to continue the live stream, because the power went out. So I'm sorry about if the stream ended without warning, but that's what happens when you lose your power. You lose internet, and when you lose internet, you also lose the live stream. Internet's back up and running. That's why I'm live. We didn't get any damage, but we got a lot of strong winds for sure. So we are tracking a storm in Oil City. Let's see if there's any rotation on this. There is some broader rotation. So yeah, this could be a rotating thunderstorm headed towards Oil City, Duncan, Oklahoma in the next 15 to 30 minutes. It's a very strong storm too. This has reflectivity is almost up to 70 decibels. So that is quite a bit of intense rainfall and hail coming down. And we can see the motion of that storm moving towards, again, the Oil City area. Duncan, now under that severe thunderstorm warning at this time. It is warranted for ping pong size hail and 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts. Public reported quarter size hail near Germano earlier. This is moving east at 40 miles an hour, so it is moving at a good clip, and it's going to be in the Duncan area here within probably the next 45 minutes or so, as this is moving again towards the easterly direction. We have also another storm over here that we're tracking, again, near Hollister, Oklahoma. That's bringing down with it a lot of rain and some hail. See some of these darker purple colors and black colors indicating up to 70 decibels of reflectivity. So definitely some large hail coming down with that one. We also have storms popping off to the south. Actually, let's open up another Doppler radar site so that way I could multitask if necessary. Oh, we got 2 new warnings, I believe. Let's go down there. Oh, just 3? That's weird. I got 4 on this one. Okay, yeah, there is a new warning. Okay, yeah, the storm that I am ready to track here over Beckridge, 3-inch hail marker on this. So some really, really large hail, monstrous hail on this storm. And when we actually do 3D, we can see with what the storm actually looks like on GR3. Look at the structure on that. If we actually go and look, this is in Beckridge, Texas, by the way. We can see with what the storm structure actually looks like. We go out a little more. That is definitely skinny and intense precipitation coming on down with that storm. It's actually beautiful. That's a nice looking storm right there. So we can see where our hail actually is. So when we scope this out, we can see where our hail core actually is. It's right inside this purple area where we think the hail is coming down at a pretty good clip. So some really large hail in Breckenridge in Texas right now. You can see the storm structure. So if you're in Breckenridge, Texas, 3-inch hail. Ivan, Texas, 3-inch hail associated with that. There's 3 warnings issued, 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail moving to the east at 45 miles an hour. So if you're in Grafford, if you are in Mineral Wells, Salesville, if you're in Perrin, downstream of this, that's where we have the large hail. You're at risk of seeing some destructive hail with that. But this storm to the north, though, that's the one that is really, really strong right now. That has some big time hail on it. 2-inch hail marker on that. When we scope this out, you can see what the structure looks like inside. So if you are headed towards Duncan in Oklahoma, you really need to be on the lookout. This is a really strong, dangerous storm headed your direction. So take shelter. This is going to be in your area in about 30 to 45 minutes. Just north of Walters is where you're seeing the strongest updrafts right now. Ralph Reed, welcome to, thank you for becoming a awesome member. I do appreciate the memberships, folks. I am now looking into doing storm chasing footage. I'm actually gonna go out storm, not here, but storm chasing footage in my local area. Hopefully next year, because storm season is almost done here within the next couple of months. And so any memberships, I will do members only live streams on my storm chasing footage. Only storm chasing footage when I go out and actually go and chase a storm here locally, and doing other cool stuff. So, if you want to become a member, it really helps out a lot. And I'm looking into doing other cool things for members. I just cannot figure out what. But yeah. I was going to do time lapses and stuff with my GoPro, but my batteries swelled up and actually exploded. Not exploded, but they're no good anymore. So I have to literally go out and buy new GoPro batteries for my camera, so I'm able to do like members only time lapses and footage. Special stuff that the regular audience won't be able to see. You cannot hear me. Well, Ooga Booga Baby, make sure your volume is turned up. Make sure your volume is actually turned all the way up. So, Oil City, if you're in Duncan, if you're in Central High, if you're in Marlowe, you're getting hit here with a pretty intense storm. Really large hail with this and intense rainfall rates. But looks like that storm has lost kind of its definition of a classic hook structure that we had earlier. Kind of coalescing into this line of storms already. We have another storm back here near Loveland in Texas that is trying to get its act together. Actually, it is starting to kind of develop a little bit of a hook. There is no rotation on that just yet. But higher up, there is a little bit of shifting of the winds there. So that is elevated rotation, but it is not making it down to the surface, not drilling down. Here's your outflow boundary that is over Electra, over the Randalit area, Cookie Town, all the way into Walters, Oklahoma. Nice, good outflow boundary associated with these storms. This is going to grow upscale into a linear line. We just got a new considerable warning over Oil City and Duncan right now. Golf ball size hail and 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts. What's up, Multi-Relic? Hello, welcome to the stream. Share this with their family and friends on social media. Let's get the word out to you all that live in the path of this. Gotta get the word out. Because at the end of the day, I try saving people's lives. I'm only here to save people's lives. And of course, live stream when I can, and everything like that. So if you could help out and get the word out, that would be really, really helpful. Because we only have 19 people watching, so we got to get this out to a lot of people. Before, I used to have like 2,000 or 3,000 people watching my live streams, but I don't know what has happened. So if you could really get the word out, that would really help out, very much so. So if you're in Duncan, if you are in Marlowe, Bray, Oklahoma, downstream, please take shelter. This is getting pretty strong, actually. In fact, let's go and look at one of our pixels here, 72 decibels. So this is putting down some 3+ inch hail, perhaps, if you're in Oil City downstream. Gotta take shelter. If you are in Central High, if you are in Marlowe, if you're in Bray, again, we are really watching that storm very, very closely. That's a very strong storm. And we'll see if this is able to intensify even further, where another destructive warning could get issued. So if you're in Duncan, if you're in Empire City, if you're in Sunray, Oklahoma, please take shelter. That is a very strong storm. right now with 2 to 3 inch hail on it. Further south, where we are tracking another storm here at 3 inch hail on this one, possibly almost 4 inches. So that's a very strong storm. I still need to figure out on how to get my echo tops on GR2 Analyst, but I'm telling you right now, these echo tops are at least over 40 feet high. So some really tall thunder heads going on with this. Really, really intense hail core. Can anybody hear me? Am I lagging really bad? It's saying I'm lagging seriously bad here, so I don't know if that's why there's issues with the stream or anything. But yeah, we have a discrete supercell here popping up north of Cato. All right, I'm perfect. I'm not lagging. Good. So we do have storms popping up. We look at our satellite. Definitely a lot of cloud buildups here along this cold front. We also have storms firing up here. That storm is along that dry line. But it's really up in here is where we are seeing a lot of the storms fire up. Yeah, my end is saying excellent connection. We're good. So, Oil City, if you're in Duncan, if you're in Bray, downstream of this, this is a really strong storm. Really strong. Hey, Brian Track Hurricanes, how are you? Multi-Relic, I'm going to send you a message on why that is. All right, so make sure you check your DMs. So if you're in Oil City, once again, Duncan, Bray, Marlowe, downstream of this, that's a destructive or considerable warning right now. We also have storms popping off behind this. So this line is definitely gaining some more activity with as far as thunderstorms go. But these storms right in a line here, I'm surprised these other two storms down here are not warranted. Oh, we actually got a wind damage report. Lovely. Wind-driven hail broke out windows. So thunderstorm wind damage. So wind-driven hail broke out windows in Frederick. So yeah, this hail is destructive when you combine wind with it. Pretty significant. It will do damage, a lot of damage. I'm looking at Oklahoma. Colleen, my friends 3. I am looking at Oklahoma. In relation to with where I'm looking at, this is Oklahoma, right up in here, is what I'm talking about. Let me actually get my pin out for this. So this is what we're really focusing on up here. Oops, what happened to my pin now? Oh my gosh, this new software. There we go. So we're really watching the storms up here. We're also watching a storm down here in central-ish northern Texas. It's in the 80s down there. It's warm, and dew points are in the 60s, so that's leading to some pretty intense storms. And these storms are moving into a better environment right in this area where there's an enhanced risk for severe weather. So, like Dallas, Fort Worth, McKinney, Texas, there's a tornado watch out for that area for these storms that are anticipating to get much stronger. So this is the Texas severe weather warning one that we're watching. This expires in about 25 minutes. This is moving to the northeast east at 45 miles an hour. Golf ball size hail and 60 mile an hour wind gusts are likely with this storm. So this includes for Breckenridge, Grafford, if you're a Palo Minto, Possum, if you're Possum Kingdom Lake, Possum Kingdom State Park, Crystal Falls, Cato, Elliasville, Ivan, and South Bend are under that warning. Okay, so please take shelter. All right. Please take shelter. This is a strong thunderstorm. Also to the north here, we also have another strong storm. This one is in Duncan. Let's look at the warning and who's impacted by this. Duncan, Marlow, Oklahoma, Bray, Oklahoma, Central High, Oklahoma, Empire City, Oklahoma, and Holland, Oklahoma. This is for golf ball size hail. Broadcast media did report golf ball size hail north of Walters. So this is producing some large hail, and animals and people will be injured. Expect hail damage to roof siding and windows. We already seen a window blown out due to wind-driven hail. Expect wind damage to roof siding and trees. So this is a pretty serious storm moving over the Marlow area. It does look like it has lost its oomph as far as the radar intensity goes, which is good. So it might be downgraded eventually to a lower level severe thunderstorm warning. But these two storms, I'm not sure why they are not getting warned yet, because these both have 1 inch plus hail markers on them. Very interesting, but this one is pretty strong, this one right here. And there is rotation on that storm right here. There is rotation, so. What's up, Diana the Fiber fan? How are you doing? What's up, Butter Dwag? How are you doing? Yeah, severe weather is at hand. We got 2 inch hail marker on this, so, and some rotation. Okay, we got velocities that are moving this way. This is moving away from the radar, and we even have some backing of the winds on the northern side. So we have some rotation on this storm. So we'll see if this actually organizes further, and we get a tornado warning out of that. There is some rotation on that. So if you're in Grafford, definitely, you're under a severe thunderstorm warning. This could be upgraded to a tornado warning, depending on what the trend is on each scan. This is able to wrap up a little bit more. We're definitely seeing quite a bit of a mesocyclone on that. That is actually really strong. That's a very deep mesocyclone too. That goes all the way up to 16,000 feet. So that's going to be a storm that really needs to be watched. That has 3 inch hail on it. And that has reflectivities up to 72 decibels, almost 73. So some big time hail on that storm in Texas. This is southeast of Ivan, Texas. Southeast of South Bend, Texas. Headed towards Grafford, Texas. Salesville, Texas is in the path of this. But hello there, Diana, the fiber fan. How are you? So once again, downstream, you guys need to be watching this. This is moving right towards Grafford and Salesville. Destructive hail and maybe even a tornado is possible with this one. In Texas, this is our more stronger storm that we're watching right now at the moment. And we can see the structure on this. I mean, look at that big hail core right there. In fact, we narrow this down. So if you are in, yeah, wow, this is definitely strengthening. That is a strengthening. That is a strengthening storm. So if you are in Ivan right now, Texas, very large hail, 3-inch hail marker on this. So we definitely have rotation on this. This should get tornado warned. That is a very strong RFD on the southern side of this. We definitely got rotation on velocities. Grafford, if you're in Salesville right now, downstream, again, please take shelter. This is a really strong thunderstorm. Echo tops on this, probably about 40 to 50,000 feet right now. So that's a very strong storm. Okay, we got a new severe thunderstorm warning back to the north in Oklahoma. I kind of figured this would get warranted. In Chattanooga, Faxon, to the south there, we got 1-inch hail marker on this. No rotation at the moment on this storm, but we are seeing a severe thunderstorm warning. Please take shelter immediately, okay? Please take shelter. If you're in Germany now, again, you're going to be impacted yet again with another intense storm. Oil City, Duncan, Oklahoma, Marlow, Oklahoma. You're getting hit. This thing is trying to oomph off its rotation. Yep, we got a new scan. That is definitely wrapping around right there a little bit. There is definitely rotation on that too. So we are getting verification that is pulling in inflow again. So this is trying to strengthen. Nice little hook echo on that. We take a look at higher tilts. That's another strong mesocyclone in that thunderstorm. So that is pretty strong right now. But back south we go. Oh my gosh, yes. This storm is really, really amping up. It is, man, 73 decibels. That is really large hail. So yeah, that might get tornado warned. That is a strong thunderstorm right there. And if we look again at 3D in Texas, the Ivan storm, we call it the Ivan supercell, we do got a nice hail core in this. So that's this pink area that you see that I have right here is where we have large hail being indicated. The worst of the hail core is back in here, is where we might see some higher reflectivities aloft. So you're basically looking at a 3D dimensional image of what a hail core looks like in a storm. And right now, there is tons of hail on this. Really large hail. That is some big time hail. My goodness. So downstream of this, definitely need to be taking shelter. That is a very strong storm. I would not be surprised if there's a destructive warning tag on this eventually. And we just got a new radar scan. We got a new radar scan. And we are up to 74 decibels, almost 80 decibels on this. Big time hail on that. Huge hail marker. Grafford, Salesville, destructive hail. Potentially even deadly hail on this. Damien, yes, there is a 10% risk for tornadoes today. I'm aware of that. It's been a 10 for a while. Hail has also gone larger. The wind is still non-sig at the moment. So we really got to watch this. That is a storm of interest right there. There is definitely some rotation still ongoing, but not enough yet that meets the definition of a tornado warning. But that does not mean you won't get a tornado warning out of this. There is rotation, and we could see embedded spin-ups within this storm. Because what you're getting here is you're getting inflow. So you're getting air being pulled in out of the south onto the right front quadrant on the backside of the storm, and we get RFD winds that kind of wrap in and replace that warm inflow air. So we actually do get a organized supercell, and this is where I think we might have a tornado or a kind of a rotating wall cloud of some sort, where we get this air being pulled in like this. And then this is where we get our large hail that wraps all the way around. Somewhere in here, we might have some rotation going on. And that matches up pretty stinking well on our velocities. So if you're on State Route 16 downstream of this, you're getting pelted right now with rain, and it's going to be hailing. Do not drive through this unless you want a busted windshield, because that's the type of hail that we are seeing with this. Enough to break windshields, do some damage. The storm in Duncan right now, it is looking pretty intense right now. The rotation has not gone any stronger, which is good, but we still do have some inflow going on. These green pixels right here indicate winds are coming inward a little bit, and we got outflow dominant winds coming in over Duncan right now. So there's rotation right in here with the rotating wall cloud. Inflow is being pumped in by dew points in the mid or low to mid 60s and temperatures in the low 80s. And then on the backside of this, we probably have temperatures dropping down into the upper 60s on the backside of that storm in Duncan, Oklahoma. We're going to see with what we get. But right now, we're only seeing 3 warnings at the moment. We'll see if things intensify any further. We're watching this storm too near Windhorst in Texas. That could get severe warned soon. But at the moment, it does not look like it's going to get warned at the given time. How is College Station, Texas looking? Right now, College Station, Texas. Let's go over to there. College Station. So College Station right now is under a slight risk. You are expecting to see outflow dominant storms today. So not really a discrete threat. That's going to be more to the north is where you're going to see the best chances of that. But you will see severe weather, especially into the overnight hours as these storms move further south. So definitely a severe risk will increase tonight in the College Station, Texas. But in the meantime, it looks fine. Make sure you have your weather radio ready to go for tonight, because you're probably going to be woken up by tornado sirens, severe weather stuff going on. Okay. By the way, in my area, it's 57 degrees. I love it. Nice and warm outside for our area. But taking a look at temperatures, seeing some big time winds on the backside of this. Right now, get this, in Comanche, by the way, I wanted to show you all the temperature thingy. There we go. That, temperatures out ahead of this are in the low to mid 70s. But look at this, behind this system, temperatures in the 40s. they're definitely dropping off. So big time cooling is happening with gusts that are over 37 miles an hour. We even have gusts on the backside of this reaching 40 to almost 50 miles an hour in the wake of these this line of storms. Because that cooler air, look at that, 40 to 50 mile an hour winds taking place right now. As this system really intensifies. I mean, this is a very strong system right now that is producing some very strong winds. So yeah, definitely some wind damage concerns. All right, they extended the severe thunderstorm warning further into now Purnell in Oklahoma, Foster, Oklahoma. Okay, please take shelter. Elmore City. You need to be taking shelter. This is developing quite nicely. There is still inflow. Yeah, definitely inflow. There's green pixels here. Inflow dominant in place right now. So if you are in the Duncan area, please take shelter. That is a very strong storm. Hopefully you are in your shelter and you're watching my stream. Purnell, Foster, Elmore City, Katy, downstream in Oklahoma, please take shelter, okay? This is a strong storm taking place. Grafford in Oklahoma, Salesville, if you're in Mineral Wells, downstream. This is in Texas. This is that southernmost severe thunderstorm warning that is active right now. This is warranted for very large hail. Tennis ball size hail. That is really large. That's 2.5 to 3 inches in diameter. So we are seeing some big hail being detected on Doppler radar. Okay, big hail being detected. By the way, if you guys are new, subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, and share this video with your family or share the live stream with their family and friends. Let's get this out to a lot of people. Please, let's get this out to as many people as we can possible, because at the end of the day, the more people watch this stream, the more lives are being saved. So you got to get this out to people. It's not that hard to share it with your family, your friends, your co-workers, just get this out to people. And also, we do have a weather Discord server. If you want to participate in that, please join it. It is Weather Force. Multi-Relic has already promoted this several times, so be sure you do join it if you are new to the stream. All right. So, we're watching right now, this storm, State Route 16 right now, you got 73 decibels of reflectivity. That is some big time hail associated with this thunderstorm. Grafford, Texas, Salesville, Texas, Perrin, Texas, downstream, please take shelter, okay? All I ask is, this is destructive. Wind-driven hail just makes the pain much worse. Busted windshields, busted windows, tree damage. It can cause a lot of problems. So make sure you are in your sweet spot, safe spot, if possible. But there's a storm right here that we're watching in north central Texas that is blowing up right now. But yeah, there's a lot of northerly flow in the wake of this. Some strong winds coming in. Some nasty storms, I'll tell you that right now. So if you are in the Walters area, Lawton, Oklahoma, that's where we are seeing, again, a severe thunderstorm warning. No tornado warning so far. This right here, though, in Duncan, Oklahoma, that is getting my attention. there is definitely some velocities that are tightening up on that. This is really trying its hardest at getting better organized. So if you're downstream of this, you definitely need to be aware. We do got a new meso discussion out. I got told by Evil Spider Logos that said that. So watch assurance is 40%, so they're not sure yet if there's going to be a severe weather watch. Isolated strong storms are possible this afternoon across parts of eastern Texas. Hail will be the primary hazard, but a conditional tornado threat is also apparent. Trends will be monitored for possible watch assurance this afternoon. An area of deepening convection across portions of eastern south of Tornado Watch 68 is noted in latest radar data. Land heating into the low 70s amid mid to upper 60 surface dew points is contributing to moderate destabilization, with ML values around 1,000 to 1,500 joules per kilogram. However, forecast soundings indicate at least weak capping may persist. In the absence of stronger forcing and given weak convergence with the cold front and dry line, still far to the west north of the region, updraft intensity may be tempered in the open warm sector. Nevertheless, weak large-scale ascent and favorable effective shear could support at least transient organized strong cells capable of sporadic hail and gusty winds. Regional VWP data indicate enlarged and favorably curved low-level photographs with 0 to 1 kilometer SRH values nearing 200 meters squared per second squared. A conditional tornado threat could develop with cells within this more favorable warm sector environment. If inhibition can be overcome and sustained cells develop, trends will be monitored for possible watch assurance this afternoon. So that's kind of the College Station area of Texas that is under that. So we will have to watch convective trends very closely for that, for watch assurance. Oh, they dropped the 10%. Unbelievable. They dropped the 10%. Oh, wait, no. Did they? Yeah, they did. There is no 10% for tornadoes. Oddly enough. There's no 10%. I will. Multi-rally out go. Thank you for letting me know, Multi-Relic. So if you're in Velma, if you're in Purnell, Foster, Elmer City, if you're in Antioch, White Bead, if you're in Pauls Valley, Whinywood, downstream again, that's what we're watching. Right now, ping pong size hail and 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts are expected with this. This is in Oklahoma, not Texas. Not Texas. This is all in Oklahoma. We're still watching convective trends closely. Let's go further south. That's where we have two considerable warnings on one storm, believe it or not. On one storm, 72 decibels. Still no definitive rotation. It's trying its best. But it's having a hard time doing so. But we definitely have a nice hail core in this. That is, again, the purple area that you see here on the 3D dimensional storm structure and analysis. We got inflow getting pulled in, causing an updraft, and that's what's getting us some of the hail associated with this storm. You can even see a nice, good 3-dimensional sector here. That is one lonely rogue supercell that is really trying its hardest of getting better organized. By the way, we are so close to 5K subscribers. We're only 100 subs away from that, so thank you guys for your diligent, awesome support. I do appreciate the support and everything. Salesville, Grafford, if you're in Perrin, Joplin, Texas. This is definitely holding together with what appears to be a modest hook. Oh, tornado warning. I bet you it's on the storm, and it is. It is on the storm that I was mentioning earlier. So Foster, you're under a radar indicated tornado warning right now. Our first one of this live stream. So if you're in Purnell, Foster in Oklahoma, tornado warning has just been issued. Tornado and ping pong size hail, radar indicated rotation. Flying debris will be dangerous to those caught without shelter. Mobile homes will be damaged or destroyed. Damage to roofs, windows, and vehicles will occur. Tree damage is likely. We are looking at, again, radar indicated tornado and max hail size 1.5 inches in diameter. So some destructive hail and a tornado. This is a really serious storm right here. With rotation, Foster, Elmer City, Katy, Oklahoma, Purnell, Oklahoma. Even down here, just north of Ratiff City, you need to be in your storm bunker right now. So again, Bray, Purnell, Foster right now under a, once again, under a tornado warning at this time. So where we see the rotation is right in here. See this green? You can see the green colors. I'm actually going to use my white pen for this. So the greens indicate velocities that are going toward the radar site. They're wrapping around, and then we got RFD, rain-cooled air, coming in on the back side of this. So this is where we are seeing the rotation, and that's why a tornado warning has been issued. This is mainly over rural areas, but again, there are people that live in rural areas. So if you are in the path of this, and you're watching the stream, you might as well take shelter right now on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. This is a tornado warning that is issued right now for Purnell, Foster, Elmer City, Katy, Oklahoma, until, let's see what it says, until 3:30 p.m. Central Daylight Time. So literally another 40-ish minutes left of this warning. So if you know your bearings, you're just tuning in, this is what we're tracking right now. This line of storms that is propagating into the Oklahoma, northern Texas. You can even see the outflow boundary here. You cannot miss it. It is right about in here is where we have the cold front, the rain-cooled air that is helping to exacerbate the colder, the stronger cold front, stronger convergence along that front. That's why we're seeing this line of storms really propagate. With a rogue supercell down there near Mineral Wells right now. Actually, it's over Mineral Wells, just to the north. That's one of the stronger storms that we're watching. Yeah, I know, John. I know. It's only a 5%. It was only 10% for literally one outlook, and they just dropped it. It was one of the smaller 10%. What's up, Oceanated, how are you doing? Welcome, welcome. Yeah, if you want to buy me a WSV3 key, I am up to it. I cannot afford WSV3. I literally can't. So if you are willing, I'm not begging you. If you're offering me a privilege, if you want to give me the key to it, I can get it. But again, I'm not forcing you. That's up to you. It's you, Barcode. Hey there. My Discord tag is, you want to add me. You didn't, I don't think you messaged me, Barcode. You'll have to re-add me because I cleaned out my friends list. Okay. Okay, there we go. All right, accept my friend request. Accept it. Yeah, there we go. So, Grafford, Salesville, Mineral Wells, Texas, under that severe thunderstorm warning right now. We got a tornado warning to the north. Let's get back to the tornado warning, since that is basically top priority. So if you're in Foster, Elmer City, Katy, Purnell, tornado warning. It continues. So yeah, that is definitely some strong rotation on that. So greens are toward again. We got reds and yellows away from the radar. So we are definitely seeing rotation in the Foster, Elmer City, Purnell area. That's why the National Weather Service has issued a tornado warning. My stream is frozen. It's your internet. Sad to say, Uga. It's your internet. I am fine on my end. So if you're in Purnell, Foster, Elmer City, tornado warning. Repeat, repeat. Tornado, tornado. And there is some inflow with this too. Got clear inflow coming into the storm. We got RFD on the back side of this. Basically witnessing cooler rain, cooler hail, or hail cooled air that is wrapping in and causing this outflow to develop. Okay, we got a new severe thunderstorm warning. That is a very funny severe thunderstorm warning, to say the least. Why isn't it issued in Ringgold? But yeah, it's issued over here in Oklahoma. That is one of the funniest warnings I could see. I mean, it's not issued here. They should just extend it. Do it like that. Then it's issued, but it's not. So, severe thunderstorm warning issued for Dick Worsham, Ringgold, Belchersville, Terrell, Grady. If you're in Courtney in Oklahoma, if you're in Cornish, Oklahoma, that's where you're under a severe thunderstorm warning. Things have really popped up. That's actually a rogue supercell right here where the 1-inch hail is being noted. So that will be a storm to see what happens when the boundary hits it. Because you do got the boundary that is to the north. That is this on Doppler radar. You can't miss it. So this storm right here is actually headed this way, out ahead of the line. And it'll be interesting to see what happens when the boundary actually collides with the supercell. Again, Uga, your internet is the issue, not mine. I'm getting no data. What the heck? You guys, I need your honest opinions. Is it lagging really bad on your guys' end? If so, I will have to restart the stream and lower the bit rate. Or what I can do here. I have nothing running in the background that would really slow the internet. All right, the stream is fine. Okay, then. You're good. Justin Lee said that. Okay, no lag here. You're good. You're good. You're good. You're good. You're fine. Okay, that's good. Okay, they finally filled that in. There is now a severe thunderstorm warning for Belcherville in Texas. It's about time they actually filled in the missing color. So this is an entire warning that is issued. Yeah, this storm is intensifying awfully quickly. That is starting to develop 66 decibels. So Ringgold in Texas, you need to be on the lookout. That is a strong storm developing right there. Really strong storm over Mineral Wells right now. My goodness, that is a very strong storm with still embedded rotation on it. And of course, we're going to watch the storm down here near Elmer City. Yeah, that's definitely has rotation. That is a storm that I am really interested in seeing what will happen. Let's go back to this storm right here. 3-inch hail in Mineral Wells. Still no definite rotation, but there is something going on in the storm. But how big is that something? Let's take a look at 3D in the Mineral Wells, Texas. And look at the 3D on that. So Mineral Wells is the storm that has that large hail with it. I'm doing very well, Agnes Peter. I'm doing really good. Thank you for asking. By the way, if any of you want to become a member today, I am looking, since I'm getting my license. Actually, I'm getting my license in roughly 17 days. 17 days before I get my license, which means, you know what? I'm going storm chasing. Probably not this year, but maybe next year. Because, we've had tornadoes here in California, and they usually happen until, usually April. And so I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that I will be able to go storm chasing. And when I do, members only live streaming. Members only live streaming coverage on my storm chasing footage here locally in California. Okay. Tornado watch in Collin County. Yeah, I'm getting there. I'm getting there. 17 days before I actually get my driver's license. I'm very confident I will pass. I have a permit, but in 17 days, I won't have a permit. I will hopefully have a driver's license, which means I get to drive myself places without no one in the car with me. I'm 17 and I'm not even driving yet, but congrats. You're not driving yet, Dallas, Texas Aviation? Might want to start getting the license. Might want to consider driving. So Salesville, Perrin, really intense storm. This thing is definitely has an interesting shape with it. Garner, cool. US 180 in Texas, that's a very strong storm. We're already starting to see storms fire up here in Conduff, Fruitland, Bowie, Jacksboro. Starting to see, I'm sure we're going to get a barrage of warnings here soon as those storms continue to intensify. Part of the dry line, so these storms down here are actually within the dry line setup. These storms up here are within the colder air or cold front setup because we got colder air coming in on the back side. So we basically have a dry line that is like right in here somewhere, and we're seeing storms fire up. And usually when you get dry line setups like this, it's usually perfect for supercellular development because you get more isolated storms in nature and you don't get a lot of upscale growth into a linear line. So if you want your tornadoes, you want your dry line more than a cold front, because the cold front will like to just mess things up. Basically ruin the supercell party. Oh my gosh, John, you're funny. You're funny. It is called the John 54-2E supercell. That's what this one is. This is the John 54-2E supercell down here in Mineral Wells. That is headed right for Dallas-Fort Worth. Still no rotation on that storm, but yeah, that's a very strong John 54-2E storm with really large hail on that. I will soon after I graduate. Haven't decided when, but I'll probably be this summer. That's great. I went storm chasing by accident before driving in the Midwest, laughing out loud. Drive through a tornado warning. You did? Butter Dwag? What's up? Let me crop dust ya. How are you? I'm seeing some new people in here interacting. That's awesome. If you haven't shared this, it really helps out a lot. Because, my goodness, this is active. Active. We're 98 subs away from 5,000. Halfway there to 10K. SPC issued a meso discussion for severe thunderstorm watch 68 when there's no severe thunderstorm watch in effect. Well, it's possible. If you read it carefully, it's like a 40% chance of watch assurance. So that's what that means, is they are thinking about issuing a watch, but they're not sure about it yet. But this is where it's really active right now. So oh, there's a hail. Oh my gosh, that mineral. That John 54-2E storm is very strong. There's actually a hail spike on that. So I'm using the Frederick one, and there is a hail spike. That's what you're seeing. So that is some big time hail. Possibly. It is potentially approaching 3 inches at least. Another meso discussion is out. Let's take a look at the other meso discussion to the north. Well, we're going to have to wait. New meso is out, but it's not popping up. So we will look at that when it's out. Man, this is a very strong storm though. Man, that John 54-2E storm is pretty substantial. Hey there, Tony H. How are you? You think you'll make a spring forecast? I am thinking about it. I did a poll. If you guys haven't done it yet, I do have a Google Forms poll that I did. And a lot of people, to be quite honest, if I could bring it up here really quickly, actually don't want me to make any monthly or seasonal forecasts. What's up, John? Thank you for becoming a member. Category 1. Category 1 hurricane. Again, members will get to see my storm chasing footage. Live coverage, perhaps. If I'm in a good cell service area. AT&T is really good, so I'm not too worried about it. Versus T-Mobile. T-Mobile sucks. T-Mobile could see you next time forever. So, yeah, we're watching this storm getting into the Dallas-Fort Worth area. That's a nasty storm. So, I have had 52 responses so far on this. And it is right here somewhere. If I could find it. Yeah. What should I upload the most on? So it is right here. This pie chart. I actually cannot make it any bigger. So, a lot of people want me to do severe weather and US forecasts. So if you guys haven't done that, there is a link in the description of the live stream. So be sure to do that. But right now, only 3 of those votes want me to do a seasonal, and literally only 1 person wants me to do a monthly forecast. So a lot of people really want me to do severe and US forecasts. Okay, the most. I'm surprised no one wants me to do winter forecasts. Those videos did actually pretty good. So I'll probably stick to that. But seasonal is kind of in the 4th place as far as what I want to do, what I want to prioritize. So, unfortunately, monthly forecasts are not going to probably continue for the time being. Maybe in a few years, I might redo that, or I might revamp it up. But for the time being, I'm actually looking into doing an Enzo outlook forecast on Monday on El Nino, because El Nino is coming right back. Rain and thunder in my area as we speak. Ooh, okay. Let's see the St. Louis area. Oh yeah, there are thunderstorms. Yes, Chesterfield and St. Louis, Missouri. No warnings out there right now, but there is some non-severe thunderstorms in that area. In the St. Louis, Missouri area. Frederickstown getting some light to moderate rainfall. Right now in Eureka, Chesterfield is where you're getting the most action. But this is where, man, this Mineral Wells storm, this John 54-2E supercell is really, it is trying to get better organized. Yeah, let me check DMs. So if you're in Garner in Texas, my goodness, this storm is nasty. This storm right here, the John 54-2E storm, is definitely strong. It's a nasty storm. Echo tops on this are at least 40,000 feet, maybe even 50,000 feet. So that's a strong storm. What's up, Twilight Pony 6827? What's up, Mr. Weather Forecast? Hello there. Sorry, I haven't welcomed the new people in. I hope you all are doing great. Enjoying the live stream, enjoying the live coverage. Man, we got a lot of warnings going on right now. Just a barrage of them, as I expected. Sunset, Montague in Texas, getting severe thunderstorm warnings right now. As this line propagates further to the east. Well, you're not elevated though, John. You're rooting from the surface. The Mineral Wells storm. You're using up all that moisture and cape. Can you check the meso discussion? Sure. Okay. The threat for a few tornadoes, large hail, and damaging winds continues in the tornado watch. Let's see here. So, the threat for a few tornadoes, large hail, and damaging wind gusts continues across Tornado Watch 68. Discussion: a line of strong, severe thunderstorms is ongoing along the cold front, which continues to sag southeastward through central Oklahoma. An embedded supercell currently located in the Stevens County at 20Z has persisted for the last couple of hours and produced golf ball size hail. The storm's deviant motion should keep it from getting undercut by the cold front, at least in the short term, which poses a continued threat for large hail and perhaps a tornado or two along the I-35 corridor. Across the Red River, convective initiation is ongoing in portions of the North Texas. A storm in Palomino County has gradually acquired a mid-level mesocyclone, and other convection initiation attempts are getting underway and evident in this vicinity. It seems likely that one or two supercells will continue moving eastward through Tornado Watch 68 during the next couple of hours. As they do, they will encounter an environment increasingly supportive of all severe hazards. Brief clearing ahead of the storm should bolster surface temperatures into the mid and upper 60s to lower 70s, yielding ML Cape around 2,000 joules per kilogram. The KFWS VWP has consistently shown large low-level shear and 0 to 1 kilometer SRH around 250. These factors suggest that the greatest near-term threat for severe hazards, particularly large hail and a few tornadoes, is materializing along the southern portions of Tornado Watch 68. So that's what the discussion is saying as far as severe weather goes. By the way, I wanted to welcome new members. Ozaneated and Extreme Weather, welcome to the Discord server. Alpha Nut, welcome to the Discord server as well. Thank you for joining. Racist Alt. Oh wait, no, that's an alt account, a testing things account. In other words, but anyways, welcome. We are tracking severe thunderstorms getting into Dallas-Fort Worth, Texas. This storm is ongoing and it is pretty strong. In Cool and Weatherford in Texas, got to be on the lookout for the John 54-2E supercell. That is strong. That is completely supercellular and discrete. No doubt about it at all. So if you're downstream, please take shelter. Yep, this is getting into the Dallas-Fort Worth area. We're probably going to get a lot of hail reports out of this one because this is going to be moving into a very populated area. What's up, butthead? That might produce a tornado. I feel so terrible to saying your name, butthead. I feel like I'm making fun of you when I say your name, butthead. Yeah, Dallas is getting hit. It's headed right for Dallas, and this has velocities of about 65 miles an hour. So definitely producing winds of 60 to 70 miles an hour and golf ball size hail. So we could see a lot of hail damage, busted windows, tree damage. I mean, this is a strong storm. If you're in Reno, Texas, Springtown, Texas, Lakeside, Texas, Lake Worth, Texas, if you are in Willow Park, Hudson Oaks, Weatherford, Texas, this is paralleling along what road is this? I-20. So I-20, this is paralleling with you. You definitely need to be keeping an eye on radar. If you are on Country 730 road, this is going right towards you. That is a nice looking storm too. It even has a little bit of a outflow boundary. That is some cooler air that has developed with this supercell. That is one nasty storm. If you're in Joy, Davis, Sulphur, Hickory, Roth, you can see no tornado warnings in effect right now. That is an embedded supercell. It is going right towards Davis. That's why there's a severe thunderstorm warning for that area. So if you're in Lone Grove, if you're in Ardmore, if you're in Springer, if you're in the Gene Autry area, Dixon, Mansville, definitely some strong storms headed in your direction. Here's a wide view of what we're seeing right now. And there's all the storms that are in progress. If you're in Lake Worth, if you're in Eagle Mountain, if you're in Pelican Bay, if you're in Binbrook, if you're in the Weatherford area, 2-inch hail on that storm. And you can see it right now going right for the downtown Dallas-Fort Worth area. It's going right directly towards you. We only have had one radar-indicated tornado warning so far today. By the way, if you haven't liked this live stream yet, please consider doing so. The more likes we get, it usually means the algorithm is likely to promote this to a wider audience. For some reason, it is so hard to get this to a wider audience. See, that is a nasty storm. Wow. This is a big storm right now. Headed towards Weatherford, Texas. This has almost 70 decibels. New radar image update. And that definitely has some strong velocities. Going all the way up to now 70 miles an hour. So, really strong winds on that. Big time winds. Let's see if we actually get weather station data on that. I'm very curious. Yeah, there it is right there. So I'm keeping an eye to see if we can get some big gusts. They're only gusting between 15 and 20 miles an hour right now at the moment with that storm. But it would not surprise me if we actually get huge wind gusts on some of the stations. If you're in Weatherford, Willow Park, that's the storm that we're watching closely for. Golf ball size hail and 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts are occurring with it. Ooh, we got a developing mesovortex near Davis. That storm is an embedded supercell, and that has my attention. Still, you can even see it right here, a little bit of a supercell structure. So that is embedded. We just got a new update We'll see if the velocities have strengthened. But we'll have to keep an eye on the storm in Joy in Oklahoma, Davis, Oklahoma. It's only warranted for 60-mile-an-hour winds, but it is moving east at 50 miles an hour right now at the moment. Tornado on the ground. There's no tornado on the ground with this. No, there is no tornado on the ground. It could get warned, though, again, for a tornado. I bet you it will. Man, the storm near Weatherford, that is strong, though. That has velocities now of 60, about 75, almost 80 miles an hour. So this has some serious velocities on it. I'm curious to see, though, if one of the stations will get some serious wind gusts. And there's no tornado yet. This looks to be an RFD surge more than anything. So we're seeing velocities really accelerating out like this. So this is really coming towards Weatherford. And we do have weather station there in Weatherford. We have many stations. So we'll see with what they get. It'll be interesting. Oh, and it's coming into Weatherford right now. It is coming into Weatherford right now. And this storm, by the way, whoa, produced 2.5-inch hail. Oh, wow. Palomino, Texas. Social media photos of tennis ball size hail in Mineral Wells. So we are getting a lot of hail on this. A lot of hail. Yeah, those velocities are definitely intense. 65 knots, which is about 75 miles an hour. It is coming right into Weatherford at the moment. See if we are able to get I'm really interested to see what the Weatherford station is going to do. Right in downtown with that RFD. Yeah, this is the one that I'm most concerned on because it's headed into a very populated area. So Azle, especially Willow Park, though. I mean, look at a lot of people live downstream of this. Got to get the word out to these folks. We got to get it out. Let's promote this like crazy. Because, Yeah, this is headed into a very populated area. Really populated area. Trying to see if I can get some gusts on this station. Yeah, there it is. And that's a big pressure drop. Jeez Louise. Huge pressure drop. And that Weatherford station is definitely getting gusts in the 20s. So if you are in the Weatherford area, let's actually get some road names here. Yeah, I could actually zoom in and see who's exactly going to be impacted. East 1st Street, already probably getting slammed with heavy rainfall. Actually, quite a bit of lightning with that, too. Hudson Oaks is next. There is Interstate 20. What's up, Ethan? Can you join? Can you participate in the live stream, please? What's up, Director Watt? Welcome to the Discord server. It is an honor that you're here. That temperature dropped quick. Look at that. 70 degrees already. It was 70. It got up to almost 80 there. And temperature has plummeted. Man, that is starting to look more supercellular. Oh my gosh, yes. Really, it is definitely trying to develop a lot more promising than it did earlier. So yeah, rotation is strengthening on this. This could get tornado warned. All right, Ethan. Yeah. If you can join for an hour, that would be great. I think a lot of people want to hear you. Hey, Ethan.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you doing?
Good. We're tracking a supercell near Weatherford. It already has produced 26 plus mile an hour wind gusts, and the temperature has dropped a full 10 degrees in the matter of a few minutes.
Oh yeah, well, we've also recently in Mineral Wells had tennis ball size hail reported on this.
Oh, yeah.
That is a very dangerous storm right there. Very organized.
Oh, yeah. Very organized storm. John 54-2E, I'll have to see. I'm gonna have to actually head out too at 3 o'clock because I'm gonna go out driving. Yes, I'm
Oh,
literally,
nice.
yeah, I'm going out driving today.
That sounds good.
Yup. Man, look at the look at the reflectivity on this storm, Ethan. Northwest of Hudson Oaks, reaching 74 decibels.
Hudson Oaks, is that the southern one or is this a different one?
This is the southern one. This is the one with the considerable severe thunderstorm warning.
Okay, yeah. That is showing great signatures for a supercell, especially aloft. In the low levels, the rotation's not quite concentrated enough for a tornado yet. That's not to say one won't develop, because we do still have a very, very organized storm here. But certainly hail is a big-time hazard on this. We just now got another report, 1.5-inch hail reported by the public in Weatherford, and that's not even in the hail core.
Oh my goodness. Wow. Okay, Ethan, the temperature is nearly right around 67 degrees in Weatherford right now. It has dropped 11 degrees.
Wow, that's interesting. That's a pretty cold RFD on this. Probably.
Yeah, oh yeah, this is really, really strong. If you're in White Settlement, Westover Hill, you need to be in your storm shelter. This is a really strong storm, and it is quickly organizing. Oh yeah, Ethan, look at this now. Look at the inflow on this.
Oh, yeah. If we've got strengthening inflow, then this could be on its way to try producing the tornado.
Gosh, the John 5042E supercell, that is. That's what we named it. Boy, John is trying hard to producing a tornado. If you're in Willow Park downstream, please take shelter. This is strengthening. That is a nice, well-defined inflow signature. Wow. You can see the inflow. Like, literally, you can make it out easily. The inflow is going in like this. That is really strong.
It certainly is. And effective bulk shear, one of the measures of wind shear the change in wind direction and speed with height that we look at, you can get supercells at 35, 30 knots even. It is over 60 knots with this supercell right here.
Oh my goodness gracious.
It is very strong. Thankfully, the low-level storm relative helicity is not as strong, so we aren't concentrating as much vorticity relative to the inflow of the supercell. That's why this hasn't been a tornado-producing machine so far. But that's not to say that it won't, because we do have, as you can see, a really organized and intense thunderstorm, and it's headed into a major metro area.
Dude, they're gonna drop a tornado warning on this. You bet. Watch this. They're gonna do it. That looks so much like it will produce.
Yeah, we certainly need to watch this one.
Almost 66 degrees, Ethan, at Weatherford, Texas station.
What was it earlier?
It was almost 80 degrees.
Wow. Yeah, that looks like a pretty good RFD on it. That RFD is probably cooling it off pretty well on that side of the storm. And probably throwing hail. That's something to keep in mind for Willow Park area. This RFD is probably throwing hail out of it.
Well, we do got velocities, Ethan, at 65 knots. That's about 75 miles an hour.
Yeah, certainly.
So we're going to keep an eye on that one. Let's go to the north and watch the storm in Sulphur in Oklahoma. That is also pretty strong. There is nice confluence in a way with red and green kind of touching each other. So there is some vorticity that is stretched from Sulphur a little northward with 2-inch hail on that. That is another embedded supercell that we are watching. Hickory, Oklahoma, Roth, Oklahoma, Fitzhaw, Oklahoma, you need to be taking shelter. This is warranted for golf ball size hail and 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts. So that is producing some large hail. So please take shelter if you are in the Stonewell area downstream. Strong thunderstorm is en route. It is moving toward your area.
And we've seen these have had a history of producing large hail.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Ethan, the rotation on this is getting tighter. This is going to get tornado warned.
That is quite a possibility.
It's getting tornado warned. It's going to watch this. It's going to be tornado warned. Lakeside, Lake Worth, Simpson Park, River Oaks, White Settlement, downstream, please take shelter. Westover Hill, please take shelter. Willow Park.
Wow. I'm sorry.
Oh, no, what was it?
This severe thunderstorm warning that they've updated for this is really active. Tennis ball size hail and 70-mile-per-hour winds. But if you look at the tags at the bottom, it does mention tornado being possible, and the thunderstorm damage threat overall is considerable.
Jeez, this, oh my goodness. 74 decibels on this, Ethan. 75 decibels on this storm.
Oh my gosh.
Shoot.
It's getting stronger.
Wow. Yeah, if you need to be taking shelter right now, this is really a dangerous storm. Man, this southern storm right here is really intense. Boy, Ethan, this is also producing some serious explosive overshooting tops.
Oh yeah, I have no doubt of that. This updraft push is really strong because this storm has, relative to the others, definitely it appears the best thermodynamic environment. It is right along the Cape axis, so that means it maximizes its potential energy.
Jeez. Oh, dude, this is gonna get tornado warned. I think it's gonna get tornado warned. That rotation. It's broad, but it's strong. It's strong, broad rotation. So if you are in White Settlement, if you are in the Westland area, along I-20, I-30, please take shelter. This is a very dangerous storm. Man, that is nasty.
This is a really dangerous storm, and it's very interesting too. This is going to be a really impactful storm because it's going right into the heart of the Dallas-Fort Worth area. So, and there's a lot of people there, a lot of vehicles there too. So from the hail aspect of this, there could be a lot of vehicle damage come out of this one single storm.
Yeah, and I believe, oh my gosh, I forgot where it was. Maybe it was on the other storm in Oklahoma, but oh, maybe it was in Breckenridge. But there was reports of hail, okay? Of hail blowing out, busting windows. Wind-driven hail.
Oh yeah, wouldn't be surprised. We've got a pretty good downdraft on this storm, big time hail, so wind-driven hail is certainly a very big concern.
Let me see the meso on this mesovortex. Jeez, this mesovortex, Ethan, is really deep. This mesovortex goes all the way up to about 28,000 feet.
Oh yeah, it is a pretty sustained and deep rotating updraft on this. And a mesocyclone, or mesovortex as David mentioned, for any of those who might be wondering, that's a storm scale area of rotation. It doesn't necessarily mean a tornado, but it means we have an organized rotating updraft. which is characteristic of a supercell thunderstorm.
Man, this thing is strong. I wonder if I'm able to even pull up some of the terminal radars to get more quicker scans on it.
TDAL is near the storm, and TDFW is near it also.
It's not capturing it very well for some reason, though.
Okay, we just had 2-inch diameter hail measured 6 miles north of Weatherford, Texas.
Yup, I see that.
Another 2-inch hailstone.
Shoot, dude. Oh my gosh. And this has produced a lot of hail. You know what? The storm reports are probably wicked. Oh, there's another meso discussion on that storm. That only storm, Ethan.
I have not seen that one yet.
It takes some time. We have had 18 hail reports, but I'm sure there's going to be more that come out. No tornado reports, only one wind report today. There's a tiny meso discussion that I'm waiting. It's on this storm. It looks like rotation might be waning a little bit, but that's still some strong velocities.
Yeah. These might go in cycles too, so we've got to watch out for that possibility as this heads into Fort Worth here pretty soon.
Yup. The John 54-2E storm is dangerous. Been here for my entire childhood, and I never saw anything this bad storm-wise. That's what Dallas, Texas Aviation says. I'm sure you've seen storms this bad before. It looks like this is starting to become more RFD dominant, Ethan. What are your thoughts? Because it's more bent back, that the southern flank of that.
Yeah, that's quite possible because we do have some pretty good, as I mentioned, we do have a pretty strong rear flank downdraft on this. That's the air sinking on the backside of the storm, and that could push things out in a way that it doesn't organize low-level rotation as quickly if you had an inflow dominant storm. So, that's part of why, again, we don't have a lot of SRH in the low levels, so that's complicating things a bit, and the outflow dominant nature of this means that the tornado threat is not tremendous, but it's non-zero. It's the thing to keep in mind.
All right, we have a new meso discussion on this one particular supercell. So let me read this. An ongoing supercell in Parker County will pose a locally greater threat for very large hailstones and tornadoes in the Dallas-Fort Worth metroplex and vicinity in the next 30 to 60 minutes. Discussion. A discrete supercell has developed in the open warm sector ahead of a cold front surging through the Red River Valley. A slight right turn roughly 30 minutes ago has yielded increasingly deviant whatever motion around 275 degrees at around 37 knots. This is around 15 to 20 degrees further right and 5 to 10 knots faster than the expected bunker's right storm motion vector from the current KFWS VAD. This observed motion yields roughly 350 0.1 kilometer SRH from the KFWS VAD, 250 of which is concentrated in the lowest 500 meters above ground level. The recent 20Z VWD radiosonde revealed some MLCIN around 40 joules per kilogram with around 1,500 of MLK. Radar and visual observations suggest a predominantly HP storm mode, which, along with the small amount of MLCIN, may be responsible for tempering the tornado threat thus far. However, given environmental and radar trends, the threats for a significant impactful hailstorm, and if not a tornado or two, are increasing for the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex within the hour.
Interesting.
Okay, we are now getting word for Vegas Aviation. This has some very strong, intense rotation on it. This storm right here in Lakeside. You know what?
Yeah, we've also.
I am gonna put up Retimmer's stream. I've not gone in trouble. I'm sure he's okay with it because he's been on my YouTube channels before. So he knows me very well. So I'm going to bring his stream up.
We've also had 1.25-inch hail in Lakeside, reported by a trained spotter, and 2-inch diameter hail reported by the public back in 3 miles north of Weatherford. So again, a long trail of large hail on this storm, and interesting that they note that storm motion because that can increase the low-level storm relative helicity, so that it's higher than what I was expecting.
Oh wow, look at this, Ethan. Look how strong the rotation is on this, on Retimmer's stream. Big shout out does go to Retimmer. Man, look at that wall cloud.
Yeah, this is certainly an organized storm, and we just got a severe thunderstorm warning that covers Fort Worth all the way to Arlington.
That is a nasty storm. Oh, they got a new circulation, Ethan. New circulation. Ooh, Ethan, I think there's some ground scouring going on.
Yeah, it would be right there.
Ground scouring.
Well, whatever that is, some dust or whatever is being picked up. Big shout out goes to Retimmer.
Yeah, if this is a dusty environment, this storm could certainly be kicking up some dust around it.
Do you want to take this one all the way in?
Yep, new severe thunderstorm warning.
Turn it right.
Oh, it moved right even further, Ethan. This has turned right a little bit more. Hello? Hello?
You hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, yeah, that's, again, consistent with what the Storm Prediction Center was saying.
This has made a right move. It has turned right. That's what Retimmer is saying. What's up, Aiden Day? What's up? Yup, it has moved right, Ethan. Now it's headed right for the metro, right downtown.
Absolutely. And that is why we do have a severe thunderstorm warning now that has been issued covering East Central Parker and Tarrant counties in north central Texas. This is located near Lake Worth, moving east at 40 miles per hour, and we've got a lot of areas impacted, including Fort Worth, downtown, White Settlement, Arlington, North Richland Hills, Grapevine, Keller, a lot of areas.
We just got a new hail report, Ethan, just to the northwest of Weatherford, 3 miles northwest of Weatherford, reported 2-inch hail.
Oh yeah, that is significant.
Man, that there is 3 2-inch plus hail reports alone with this storm, Ethan.
Yeah, it's leaving a long trail of hail reports. Absolutely.
Oh my gosh. Jeez. Boy, that John 54 2E storm is nasty. He is not too happy with Dallas right now. And up here could be the Vegas aviation storm in Stonewell. If he's even here. I'm sure you're here still, Vegas aviation. That Vegas aviation storm does look strong. It definitely has rotation on it. It's holding together.
Interestingly, the hail marker has decreased.
Yeah, I see that. Around 8,700 without power in Texas. I won't be surprised if it goes up way more. Probably,
Wow.
probably along this storm track, there's no power because of the winds. I mean, the velocities on that are strong. Still getting velocities of about 45, maybe 50 miles an hour. That'll blow down trees and power lines.
It certainly will.
But yeah, if you guys can please share this with their family and friends on social media, that would really, really help out. We only have 35 people watching. So if you can please get this out to a lot of people, that would be great. Again, Fort Worth, Hamilton City, Melanie Hills, you're in danger. This is a very bad situation. It's actually going to go right over an airport, Ethan.
Oh, wow.
So please share this. Gotta get the word out. You know the storms in eastern Texas, Ethan, are those more elevated? Because there's a surface stratoform deck overhead.
In eastern Texas, those look like they might not be necessarily elevated as much, but they don't have as much instability to work with. Like
Okay.
surface-based Cape down there is, roughly 1,000 to 1,500, as compared to 2,500 to 3,000 around this Texas supercell.
3,000? Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that is the surface-based Cape. So mixed Cape is not quite as much. Mixed layer Cape is around 2,000, which is still really good for this time of year. Um, and certainly yields a strong updraft environment.
Jeez. Wow. Yeah, there is some convective inhibition. There is actually no convective inhibition where that stratoformed cloud deck is. Interesting though that there's no capping over that.
That might be where they are having some decent moisture return.
It's probably what it is. Oh my goodness, Ethan, you would not believe this. Okay, that hail report that I was telling you about in northwestern Weatherford. Okay, this is earlier. They have later looked over it. 3-inch hail report.
Oh my gosh. 3 inches, that's larger than baseball. That's
Yeah,
larger than baseball.
3 inches.
That's insane. And that's the environment that we're dealing with. This is the environment that, based on analogs and environmental conditions, could support 2 to 3 inch diameter hail in the strongest updrafts.
Gosh, dude. That is really bad. That is a really strong storm. Echo tops, thankfully, are not as high as they were earlier. Earlier, we had echo tops almost 50,000 feet, but echo tops have come down a little bit with this.
Yeah.
So
Also, Ethan Fox, welcome to the stream. Good to see you live doing your thing, keeping us up to date with severe weather. Yes, absolutely. We are thankful to be doing it.
what's up, Ethan Fox? How are you? I'm sorry if I smile sometimes, folks. I know you guys are probably like, why is he smiling? I have to give good credit to Ethan. The way I love his reactions when he says, oh my gosh. 3-inch hail report, Ethan. I mean, you don't see those very often.
No, you don't. That is big time hail. That's where actually it gets into a range where it can start to cause some pretty considerable injuries.
Wow. Okay. Evil Spider logo said now 13,230 people without power.
It is increasing. We got some strong winds here.
Oh yeah. Big time. Boy, John 54-2E is pretty destructive right now. If he's even still watching the live stream, I hope he is. Maybe he isn't, though.
Oh no, he was here earlier.
We only have 2 severe thunderstorm warnings, Ethan.
It's interesting. That storm up by Roth, Oklahoma to Stonewall, it does still persist. And recently, the fire department reported 1.25-inch hail. So that's enough to do some dents in your car. That's enough to do some small damage, especially to if you got plants outside or anything as well. But yeah, the storms to the southwest there do appear to have weakened.
Oh, yeah. In fact, if we look at weather observations on the backside of this cold front, yeah, the backside of the storm, Ethan, has wind gusts between 40 to 50 miles an hour from the north.
From the frontal passage.
Well, in the wake of the frontal passage. It's all out of the north.
Okay, yeah. That's an interesting thing to keep in mind too. This cold front, once it really pushes through, is probably going to have some gusty winds along it, so if you don't lose power with the storms, you might still lose power when the cold front comes through.
I mean, goodness, there's wind gusts in the 40s and 50s in Omaha, Nebraska, out of the northwest.
Oh yeah, already.
Yeah. I'll tell you, there's a big temperature contrast, though. It is almost about 85 to 90 degrees in Newcastle, Texas, Ethan. Okay. All right. And
Yes.
in the way, and you go about 5 or 10 miles north, it is in the 50s.
Oh gosh, that is a huge frontal boundary.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, we're seeing a tremendous amount of convergence and frontogenesis happening in that part of Texas right now.
But there's no convection. That's the weird thing.
Yeah, well, this is kind of behind the instability axis. The main moist axis is going up into central Texas ahead of that dry line. But this is kind of sinking down behind that where there's very
Oh.
poor moisture quality.
Oh, that's right, because you got the drier air to the south of the cold front. That's why there's no convection. Okay.
Yeah.
Jeez, my goodness. A weather station, Spada Coop, reports a wind gust up to 53 to 63 miles an hour.
Oh, wow. Yep, there's that damaging wind.
This is actually really strong. I need to actually bring up windy.com on that to see if these winds are going to be stronger in that area really quickly here. Oh, wow. Winds are going to be picking up in the wake of this, even further south. Gusts between 40 to 50 miles an hour. And that is some strong wind.
Certainly with that tight gradient in temperatures and pressure, you will get some gusty winds with this moving through.
I'll tell you, that pressure gradient is so tight, it's incredible. Actually,
Absolutely.
the temperature change with that front is incredible. I mean, in Mineral Wells, okay, right now, the temperature in Mineral Wells could reach 86 to 90 degrees. Okay, 86 to 90 degrees. Okay, in the matter of an hour, temperatures drop by 20 degrees. In the matter of just 3 hours, they could drop 30 to 40 degrees.
Wow, that is incredible. And if you think about it, this temperature change corresponds to a change in air density because, temperature and air density are related. And once you get that change in density, you also get a change in how the air is moving. You get this very dense air just roaring in out of the north, coming into this less dense air to the south. That's creating a tight gradient in pressure and density, and that is how you get these really strong winds to go. So certainly, that is why we're having some really strong northerly winds coming in on the backside of this front.
Yep, and I'm looking at windy.com, and there's your dry line. There's your triple point right in the Dallas area where we're seeing that convection. You're going to get some strong winds in your area, Ethan, too, out of this.
Oh yeah, I already am.
Well, not really yet, but they're going to get strong tonight. Supposed to get really bad.
Oh, they will, but I can already hear it pounding against the window.
Supposedly, the HRRR wants gusts in your area up to like 50 to 60 miles an hour. The NAM wants gusts up to even 60 in your area.
Hey, if I could get some power flash footage, that'd be nice.
The storm that we had, Ethan, that caused a lot of wind.
Yeah.
Actually, I wanted to show you this. These are my wind footage that I wanted to show you. Because I'm watching this storm. It really isn't doing much. It's definitely hooking. But it's more broader.
Yeah, I'm looking at ZDR and I'm not seeing any tremendous hail signatures. There's probably still some hail in there, but I'm not seeing really clear-cut defined regions of large hail embedded within that core.
Which is a good thing. So I wanted to show you the wind. It'll take a little bit to pop up. But look at these fast cloud motions.
Yeah, it's not caught up to me yet. Oh yeah, no, I see that. Those clouds are really moving along there.
Yeah, here's my weather station right here.
But the Lullable jet was pretty strong that day.
Radar velocities picked up about 90 to almost 100 miles an hour.
Oh my gosh, what level was that?
These clouds were at about 2,000 feet.
Okay. Yeah, that's a pretty good wind max right there.
You want some?
And look at the wind, the cloud changes here on the. I'm gonna show you. Look how fast these low-level clouds and upper-level clouds are moving.
Oh yeah. Well, with that kind of event, certainly you'd get a good upper level wind response and a good low level wind response.
And also to make things interesting, the night before that storm happened, there was a thunderstorm absolutely so close to me that there was so much cloud-to-ground lightning strikes, and it was not severe, Warren, but there was a lot of lightning coming out of it. Just to my...
Oh yeah, you saw a lot of bolts?
Yeah, it was purple and blue colored.
Oh, that's neat.
We have had quite the interesting weather this year. I don't understand it. I mean, just a lot of activity.
Yeah, you certainly have.
So if you're in Overbrook right now, if you're in Mansville, if you're in Tishomingo, there's a severe thunderstorm warning issued there. This is crossing over, let's see, I-35. Severe thunderstorm warning, non-considerable, I should say. 60-mile-an-hour winds and quarter-size hail. The storm over Dallas, though, is not giving up. Actually, that has stronger convergence again, Ethan. near the Fort
Yeah,
Worth
I
area.
was just about to note that the hook seems to be better organized, and we do have some stronger uh, velocity convergence signatures around there. So we're not ruling out a tornado threat in the Fort Worth area
Oh
here with
my
this particular
goodness,
storm.
Ethan! Holy moly, that hook! Oh wow, this could be a tornado signature. Oh my goodness, that hook! It just went tornado
That,
warned. It just went tornado warned.
oh man, okay.
Yep. It just went tornado warned. Jeez, that thing popped up quick. And get this, Ethan. Get this. It is going to go right dead center. Dead freaking center right over the tallest buildings in Dallas. Right on top.
Do you have any cameras, live cameras?
I am going to bring one up
available?
right now. I'm
Okay.
bringing up one right now.
Okay, while you're doing that, I'm going to read this off. Tornado warning has been issued for southern Tarrant County in central Texas. This is moving east at 30 miles per hour. This dangerous storm will be near Holtom City at around 4:25, Forest Hill at around 4:30, Fort Worth, Arlington, and Euless at around 4:50, and Grand Prairie at 4:55. This is a rotating storm capable of producing a tornado very quickly, going right over downtown Fort Worth.
Oh man, those velocities, Ethan. Very strong velocities on this. Oh my goodness, this is bad. This is bad. Huge
Yeah,
velocity.
this really ramped up.
Man, that didn't take long. That did not take long. Stupid advertisement. Oh, I hate advertisements on EarthCam Network. Yep, tornado warning for Fort Worth right now. Is this live or is this not live? Shoot! It's not aiming towards where I want it to aim at. This is live. Man, it doesn't look like nothing's even happening there. Darn
If I
it.
can find any
I cannot get
Twitter reports.
I cannot get it, but this is the reunion tower camera. Shoot. If it produces, we will see the backside of this. Oh my gosh, it is right. The camera is in the path of this, Ethan.
Oh yeah, certainly keep it up on that.
I think we have a debris ball.
Oh wow, we do have a really nice picture of the storm structure on this. I'm gonna send you a link to this right here. This is from Mark Overbeck on Twitter. Really organized mesocyclone on this storm.
Oh my gosh, yeah, that is very organized. I'm going to actually tweet that out.
That is beautiful storm structure.
Wow, that thing is nasty.
This is rapidly developing, so this could produce a tornado if it's not producing one already at any second.
Oh my goodness, Ethan. Those velocities. You need to see the velocities right now on this.
Oh my gosh. Wow, that is tight.
Oh
That
man.
is tight. And that's going right through Fort Worth. This is a dangerous situation we're dealing with right here.
And I got a camera up. Big mesocyclone on this. Wow, Ethan, the mesocyclone extends all the way up to over 20,000 feet high.
Yeah, it is deep. It is certainly a deep updraft.
And that is going to go... That is going to slam right into... Oh, shoot, no. You know what? The camera is in the wrong spot. This camera is in Dallas, not Fort Worth. Shoot. I was going to say... Oh, wait, maybe it is. Hold on. Darn it. This is not the right camera. Oh, darn it. It's way far west. This is a tornado. Ethan, I think there's a debris signature on this.
Well, I'm gonna open up some other panels here so I can compare it.
I don't know. Maybe I'm not seeing it right, but there's like a faint and ghostly looking... There might be some debris. I don't know if there actually is or what.
Trying to get the latest scan in here. I'm not confirming any at this particular point, but it is entirely possible that we get a tornado out of this.
Also, to take note of, it just occluded, I think. It might have occluded. It made a huge left turn.
That would be a good thing.
Yeah, it might. Yeah, I think the mesovortex might have gotten caught in the rain. The RFD choked it off. Because it's... Yeah, it looks like it might have just occluded. Very good occluded type signature here.
Yeah, that's a good thing. Although we do still have a tornado warning in effect for the area, but maybe with that, the rotation has decreased in intensity.
But see how quick that thing spun up? That thing just took off.
Absolutely, it developed really quickly.
All right, Vegas Aviation says it's on the ground, according to Reed's stream.
I've been looking for reports. I haven't seen any others so far, but, you know, it is possible that we had one.
Power's back on for some. We're down to 7,700 people without power, which is better than the 13,000. I do agree. Evil Spider logos. Still people without power. Oh.
I do have a report here. Spotter 2 miles northwest of Fort Worth. Tornado on the ground about half a mile east of his position with ground circulation. So that was a confirmed tornado about a minute ago.
I thought I saw some like little bit of a ghostly looking something on radar. It might have been a little bit of a debris ball.
Yeah, we certainly did have a report from a spotter again of ground circulation on this. So this did produce a tornado based on spotter reports.
Oh, Ethan, it might be tempting to recycle again. It just made a huge... It made a huge left turn. Now it made a huge right turn again.
That's very much possible.
Shoot.
And we see how quickly this developed.
Yeah. In a matter of 2 scans, it went beluga.
It just went insane.
So if you are in Hamilton City, Richland Hills, Hearst, Bedford, if you are downstream of this, you need to be in your storm shelter immediately. This is a tornado on the ground. Yup, there it is. Oh, and it's PDS, Ethan. Oh, wait, no. Is it PDS? No, it's not. Never mind. It is confirmed.
Right.
So, yeah, this is a tornado on the ground. Weather spotters have confirmed the tornado. So please take shelter immediately. Arlington, Pentago, if you're in Bedford, if you're in Hearst, please take shelter immediately. Very populated area. Yeah, Ethan, the inflow is trying to intensify again.
That's a sign it could be getting ready to cycle. That intensifying inflow is usually not a good thing on supercells.
No. Man, there's storms popping up very explosively to the north. Across Oklahoma, that's a very strong line. Wow, Ethan, dang. These storm motions, Ethan, are at 40 to 60 miles an hour.
There's a lot of deep layer shear. It's not the most energetic upper level wave, but it is certainly introducing some pretty good upper level flow, and that is really pushing these storms along.
Yeah, these are racing. These are really screaming. Yup. Okay, we just got word from Vegas Aviation. New well-defined wall cloud developing east of the main hook via Twister Chaser's live stream. Strong RFD surge. Ethan.
Okay, yeah. Um, Ethan Fox, is it on track for Paris, east of Dallas, Fort Worth? This storm is... Hold on, let me check here. Headed to Dallas. I'm sorry, I'm trying to find this location. I'm not good with these locations.
Yeah, that's hooking again. This is not good at all. I'll be right back. Ethan, if you can do some talking really quick, that would be great. I'll be right back.
Oh, certainly, yeah. So we do have this storm that is still tornado warned. We have had an observed tornado actually on this, based on spotter reports. It's a dangerous storm, and it might be redeveloping another circulation, as Vegas Aviation just reported. Let's see. If you're looking to the east of Dallas-Fort Worth area, this storm is generally moving in that direction, but will it maintain its intensity that long is uncertain. So the goal is, if you're in or near this tornado watch that's in effect, you need to be keeping an eye on these storms because they can develop very, very quickly. We do still have this confirmed
I'm
tornado
back.
warning in effect. Okay, welcome back.
Man, this thing is trying. It's trying to recycle. Oh my. Wow, Ethan, this just took a huge right turn.
That might be what it needs to concentrate some vorticity again.
This is bad. If you're downstream of this could actually cross over I-30. Actually, I-30's right on the fringe of this storm. And I do not know what this is doing, but it is really losing definition, Ethan. Latest scan shows that it has lost a lot of its definition.
Yeah, it could be, well, number one, we're in very close proximity to the radar, so that can give a somewhat distorted image compared to what we're used to. But also, it might be moving away from some of the greatest low-level instability, and if that's the case, the updraft might weaken a little bit, but it still looks like it's largely along the Cape axis.
Yeah.
So it should still be going, or at least going through cycles.
There's more storms popping off towards the south along that dry line.
I wouldn't be surprised. As that sharpens and as the front comes in, we're going to see some more storms develop and probably grow up scale.
How's everybody enjoying the stream so far? It would be really nice to get this out to a lot more people.
Absolutely. That's what we always tell people is be sure to share this because it helps to get the word out to a lot of people who might be interested in the storm. Because not only do we have a high population density in the path of the storm, but there's people's friends and families in the path of the storm too, and they need to know that dangerous weather is approaching that area.
Any visible debris ball? Evil Spider logos? No, not anymore. There's no debris anymore. Oh boy. I just got word from AccuWeather that huge rock slide north of Oiji or Ojaji, something like that in California.
Oh, wow. They've had a lot of rain recently.
We have had so much rain, Ethan, that the McCollum River is up to the levees. Right by where I live. Remember, I told you how the river will. It gets up to. It's already flooding the vineyard below.
Oh, yeah.
And get this, Ethan. You wouldn't believe. We're getting more rain over the next 2 weeks. Storm after storm after storm.
Yeah, I checked the drought monitor earlier, and it is absolutely remarkable, the drought recovery in California. Because there's the severe drought and the D0 drought categories have both just dropped tremendously since that rain happened.
And that's a good thing. And to make matters even more interesting, the GFS model this morning showed that temperatures for my area could be in the low to mid 40s in late March, early April for my area. Hello?
Yeah.
I mean, it is going to get really cold. In fact, there's one day, Ethan, temperatures could be 25 degrees below normal for us.
That wouldn't be surprising. Certainly.
We have not had any above average temperatures for over 3 or 4 weeks. It has been just cold here.
Also to Ethan Fox, I see what you're talking about, and no, Paris, Texas is way removed from this current tornadic supercell. It might still have these other storms developing along the front later, or in vicinity of the dry line, so there is still a severe weather threat in Paris. But from this main supercell, no, it is far removed from it.
All right, new meso discussion. I think this is a new one, I believe. So, new meso discussion has been issued. The severe threat for Tornado Watch 68 continues. Summary: storms developing along the dry line may pose a severe risk in the next couple of hours. Tornado Watch 68 will be extended southward. Over the next 30 minutes, several stronger updrafts have emerged along and ahead of the dry line west of Interstate 35 in the central Texas. Ahead of the developing convection, temperatures in the upper 70s to low 80s with dew points in the mid to upper 60s were supporting ML Cape up to 2,500 joules per kilogram. Deep layer shear remains highly favorable for supercells with the FWD-20Z special sounding VAD showing 50 to 55 knots effective shear. As storms mature, Hear this. As storms mature, they may pose a risk for large to very large hailstones given favorable buoyancy and deep layer shear. A tornado risk may also evolve if storms are able to remain discrete further east where low-level shear is stronger. Given the current position and projected trajectories of these new storms, Tornado Watch 68 will be extended southward.
Okay. Also should point out, and I think you mentioned this a little bit ago, a severe thunderstorm warning now for the areas that this supercell has already impacted, Weatherford almost to Fort Worth even, as storms have redeveloped right behind the supercell, so you're going to get hit again.
Jeez. Yep. Second whammy. Second whammy. My goodness. The storm in Marietta in Oklahoma, Ethan. Wow. That has some really large velocities on it. 73 decibels on that storm near Marietta.
Oh, yeah.
Jeez. Wow. That's crazy.
These storms are producing a lot of hail. That's for sure.
It's Hail Mageddon, Ethan. That's what it is. That storm really has weakened over Dallas, over Hearst, Bedford. That's not even a supercell anymore. That has just transformed rapidly.
Yeah. Thankfully, it's lost its organization like what it had earlier. It was really organized for a brief time, but thankfully now it is not.
Yeah, that has lost its store nader juice. Nader juice. Or supercell juice. Tornado warning is now radar indicated. Yeah, it's the same storm.
It's taking a while for me to get updates on these warnings.
Me too. And not only that, we have no active, considerable severe thunderstorm warnings anymore.
That is good news. Thankfully, it looks like Dallas-Fort Worth kind of dodged a more serious situation because the hail threat didn't materialize like we thought it would, where we were having 2 or 3 inch hail. And although there was a tornado, it appears to have been relatively brief. So I think Dallas-Fort Worth came out of this as best as could be. Although we do still have severe thunderstorms off to the west of there.
Yup. And while Dallas may dodge a bullet, dodging a bullet, Ethan, doesn't last too long. The GFS model wants more dynamic systems in the long term.
Oh, certainly. We're at that time of year. We're in mid-March now. The tornado season is really going to be kicking into gear pretty soon.
And the way this flow is, I am watching in the long term. I'm watching 2 big storm systems with jet streams. Let me send you this one. On Discord. This is the one that I'm really watching.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that is a big-time jet right there.
Yeah. The way the jet stream is positioned, there's going to be a lot of these negatively tilted troughs going into the Midwest. So it's going to be really busy.
Yep, that'll yield surface cyclogenesis, and that will yield moisture return, so... Also, the hail marker on that supercell in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, the hail marker's gone back up to 2 inches.
Oh, this one? Yeah, I'm watching that. Man, we get constant rainfall. Man, my area, Ethan, might get an additional 6 inches of rainfall through March the 26th. March is not even over yet, and we could get another 5 to 6 inches of rainfall.
Yeah, it's been very active out there.
This is. For once, I actually want sunshine. I want dry days. I'm tired of this rain.
Yeah,
Chicago.
certainly.
Chicago trains, yes, I'm focusing on the storm. I mean, this is downgraded below a confirmed tornado, radar indicated rotation. But yes, I need to focus, yes. But we got to look ahead too of what might happen next week and days after that. Severe weather does not end just because it ends. There may be more opportunities coming. And yes, at the end of the day, it is severe weather season on my YouTube channel. So I am going to, of course, talk about severe weather.
And David has done a lot of live coverage and forecast videos in the past for events like this. There will be more in the future coming up here, with any events that do form.
Yeah. But yes, sorry if I wasn't talking about the Storm Chicago Trains productions by Zach. I mean, you just don't look at current severe weather event going on right now. You got to look into the future too. The ball is always rolling down the slide. Or however you want to put it. It's rolling. It's constantly moving. Okay, so this severe weather event is done tomorrow. Next one, please. Let's start looking. Let's see when our next severe weather event will be, right?
Also, should say, several severe thunderstorm warnings, in fact, for south central Oklahoma, Colgate all the way down to Durant area, and then Gainesville, Texas. We've got a line of storms developing. Some of these have embedded large hail and some strong winds. We had a 61-mile-an-hour gust earlier.
Oh, wow.
Near
Yeah.
Fitztown, Oklahoma. So that's going to be moving eastward to Hugo, Oklahoma, Paris, Texas, all the way up to, looks like Clayton, Oklahoma. You're going to be watching out for these because they will probably have an embedded risk for hail as well as some strong winds.
Man, all of a sudden we got 2 considerable warnings out.
Oh, really?
Yup. We got 2 warnings out. 2 big, well, class 2 severe warnings. See, on GR3, I have different color codes, so these are there's 2 considerable warnings. Colgate is under 1, and then right on the border of Oklahoma and Texas is another one, under considerable.
Yeah.
And they're each warned for 70-mile-an-hour wind gusts. Geez, these are really moving quick, though. Moving east at 60 miles an hour.
Oh, wow. Yeah, those are really booking it. And to add on to the threats, you think of the wind and the hail. They could be combined in some of these storms to produce wind-driven hail. So your hail's not just falling vertically, it has a horizontal component too. That's going to damage a lot of windows if the hail is this big.
Oh yeah, big time. Supercell is trying to organize again near Irving. Near Irving. It's trying to organize again. That Dallas, Texas storm. But how are you all enjoying the stream? Jeez, chat has just died.
It got pretty active there when that tornado warning went out, but
Yeah, it did.
now that warning has expired. It looks like too. I know the storm to the north of Arlington is not super thunderstorm warned at the moment, but I would say from Euless over toward the Farmers Branch area, headed toward Irving, University Park, Dallas maybe, you could still get some large hail out of this because there's still some pretty good embedded reflectivity signatures and also a really big hail signature up to tennis ball size.
Oh my, again? Jeez. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's...
That might get severe thunderstorm warned here at any minute.
Man, the line of storms is just blowing up right along that cold front. In Leo, man, they're just blowing up. In 7 scans, oh, and that just got severe warned. So, severe thunderstorm warning now issued for Gainesville, Oak Ridge. If you're in Tioga, if you're in Valley View, if you're in Howe, if you're in Sherman, Texas, please take shelter. New severe thunderstorm warning has been issued. Yeah, this line of storms is really growing upscale quickly now. Definitely.
Wonder why the Dallas. I'm sorry.
Oh, yep, it just went warned. Yep, I got it. Farmers Branch, University Park under a severe thunderstorm warning right now. Man, that hail has intensified, Ethan, again. 66 decibels on that.
Yeah, the hail signature is very pronounced, and this, it's warned for hail of 1.25 inches in diameter, but it could be bigger toward Irving, Dallas, and University Park.
I like that supercell shape. It really outlines what the photographs actually look like.
Oh yeah, and that just shows how powerful of a tool they are.
Yep. So if you are in Irving, University Park, there's another intense line of storms in Lake Worth, River Oaks. Fort Worth again is going to get slammed hard with some intense hail and rain. Very populated area. And these storms, they're really exploding along that dry line. You can even see the boundary, Ethan, right here. Runaway Bay, it's over Runaway Bay, Bridgeport, Chico. There's that cold frontal boundary.
Oh yeah, certainly. And there's a lot of convergence on that, so it's going to be forcing storms up pretty well.
Definitely. Oh my goodness. 3-inch hail on this now, Ethan. In Irving, Texas.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah,
Oh,
that's a big hail marker.
whoa. And this is organizing quickly. Definitely a hook structure on this again.
Yeah, it looks like differential reflectivity is confirming that hail core down near Euless has some pretty good embedded hail.
This is looking pretty bad. Do you think the watch will extend? What are your thoughts on that, Ethan? Do you think the watch will get extended?
I don't know about the extension in time, but it certainly did get extended southward as part of that discussion earlier. So it the original tornado watch was extended southward to cover more of central Texas, where those storms are firing to the south. Um, that is the main extension that has been discussed at this point.
Okay. Yeah, that storm in Irving is really organizing. You could really see it. Oh, yeah, Ethan, there's rotation on this. Look at this. You could see green touching red. So if we look at Doppler a little bit closer, red is moving away, green is moving toward. You can definitely see that there is definitely rotation on this again. And the camera is right in its path, so we might be able to capture a tornado on this live stream if it does develop. What's up, Aiden Day? Welcome back. Welcome back. Again, please share this with their family and friends on social media. And also, if you want to partake in the Weather Force Discord server, there's a link pinned to the chat if you're interested in joining it. But yeah, Irving right now about to get slammed. Thank you, Jesse Strong. I do appreciate that.
Yes, oh, yeah, absolutely, Jesse. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that as well.
Oh my goodness, Ethan. Definitely organizing. Look at that hook structure. Look.
Yes, I'm seeing that.
This is going to get warned again. It's going to get tornado warned.
It seems to be an increasingly dangerous storm, and that might correlate with the increase in hail size that the updraft has strengthened enough.
That is a very strong rear inflow jet. Look at this. My jeez. This is going right over Dallas. We're going to be able to see this thing in motion. There's a camera waiting patiently.
Yep, also areas near Irving and north of there to University Park as well. Big time hail is quite possible on this. We've got a 3-inch hail marker, so although it says half-dollar size hail in the warning, get ready for hail that might be larger than that.
Wow, that hook is pretty intense. Here is a live look at the Dallas camera. That's the Dallas live camera that we have. We're gonna see if we can see this thing visually. Look at all the traffic on the interstate too, Ethan, on the freeway.
Yeah, that's a concern. With this headed into such a big populated area on the roads, this is going to pose a big hazard if you're in a vehicle, especially if it does do something tornadic. So, uh, if you can avoid being on the road right now as the storm's coming in, that would be preferable.
All right, we just got a wind gust up to 58 miles an hour on this storm. On the RFD side. Ethan, look at the rotation. Look at the couplet on this.
Yep, it seems to be increasingly well defined right over the Irving area.
We're gonna need to wait for another scan. Oh, we're getting a new scan in. Oh man, Ethan. Look at that. Dude.
Oh wow.
Oh my
Oh, wow.
gosh. Thing is intense.
That is strong. Certainly some intensifying wind signatures on this, which is indicative of a strengthening storm headed into the downtown Dallas
Oh
and
my
University Park area.
gosh, dude, that thing is strong.
It certainly appears to be.
Wow. Look at the inflow notch on that. Look at the hammerhead shape to this too, Ethan. Look at this. You can see the hammerhead.
It is organized.
Again, if you're in Irving right now, if you're in Dallas, dude, Highland Park, University Park, you need to take shelter. Look at the hail core on this, Ethan. Wow. Oh wow, look at the structure on this, Ethan, on 3D. Look at my 3D. It will be up on stream in just a second. Look at the structure of this.
Yeah, certainly.
Wow, those velocities are really tight. Those are really tight velocities.
Yeah, that is such an organized and well-developed circulation, especially in mid-levels. Now, we have to see if this translates to the low levels. If so, then a tornado threat is developing in the Dallas University Park area.
They're gonna go for a tornado warning. Watch this. It's gonna go tornado warned. That's going over really highly densely populated areas. No CC drop yet, no, but that doesn't mean it won't. It's not a tornado. So
That is a nice circulation.
wow. Oh, okay, just updated. It just updated. It's not as defined as it is, but it looks like it has a bigger mass of an HP core in it. Really large hail on it still. That still has inflow coming all the way. Yep, it's tornado warned, Ethan. It is tornado warned.
There we go.
It is tornado warned. So if you are now under a tornado warning, Highland Park, University Park, tornado warning now issued.
Yep, this is for northwestern Dallas County, and it runs until 5:30 p.m. Central Daylight Time. This dangerous storm will be near Dallas Love Field around 5 p.m., Farmers Branch, University Park, Addison, and Highland Park at around 5:10 p.m., and Dallas and Richardson at around 5:30 p.m. So please take shelter immediately. This is a dangerous storm in a metro area.
Yeah, this is very... And look, it's going to hit an international airport, Ethan.
Yeah, many areas in the path of this.
University Park, Highland Park, please take shelter now. This is a tornado. Again, please treat this seriously. Lowest floor of a sturdy building. Move away from windows. Please move away from anything. Please move to the center of your house in your store bunker in a basement and protect yourself from flying debris. To repeat, this is a tornado warning for the Dallas area. Metro area. Please share this. Please share this with your family and friends. Let's get this out to a lot of people right now. There is dangerous weather ahead for an airport, Dallas International Airport. And I thought this thing was not going to organize. Well, it's back organizing again. John Taylor Trucker, thank you for the $2 donation. I am now in a tornado warning. So that means what you need to do is take shelter right now, John Taylor Tucker. You know the drill. Lowest floor of a sturdy building. Please take shelter. All right. Looks like this might have occluded again. It might have occluded. But I'm really watching this. I'm watching this camera really closely. Because it's about to pick up a pretty big storm. So if you're in University Park, again, please take shelter right now. This is a tornado warning. If you're in Richardson, Garland, please take shelter downstream of this. Again, this is a very dangerous storm. This has a history of producing tornadoes. Okay. Again, University Park, please take shelter. Tornado warning issued. Potential funnel cloud seen on what? You're saying Texas cameras?
Texas Department of Transportation.
Oh shoot. Let's go right over there. Ooh, okay. Yeah. Let me see. Man, it is raining really hard over here. Wow, that is nasty. I'm trying to look for... Okay, this is the only camera I can get right here. That does look like a funnel cloud of some sort. I don't know. That's definitely a wall cloud. That is nasty. That is nasty. Oh, Ethan, it's recycling. I repeat, it's recycling.
Yeah. Also, to the comment that was saying that most of Dallas doesn't have basements, that's the thing that we see a lot in these kinds of situations. And to those who do not have basements, that's why we say to seek shelter on the lowest floor of a sturdy building, so not a mobile home, not a manufactured home. Sturdy building away from windows with the most walls between you and the outside as possible. Stay away from large span roofed buildings like shopping centers. Those collapse easily. If you're in a shopping center, get into one of the bathrooms or designated tornado shelters. And again, the most distance between you and the outside as possible. That's the key there.
I've seen a couple of lightning strikes on camera, so this thing is getting quite close. Again, this is a live look at the Dallas-Fort Worth camera. We have a storm, supercell, that is going to be impacting the Dallas area here in the next 5 to 10 minutes. Actually, it's already impacting the area right now. Ooh, there was more lightning. So that is producing an electrical sky. So the camera is... Let me see if I can locate this camera. Gosh, okay, so... I'm trying to locate the camera here. So this is what I'm seeing right here. So this camera is somewhere over here, looking out in this general direction.
I have to go for a bit. I was just kind of notified. So I'll be gone for a bit. I'm not quite sure how long. But I will try to get back when I am available.
All right.
Right. See you then.
See you then. Okay, yeah, it's coming into the Dallas area right now. There it is. This is going to be nasty. Really dark over here now. Really dark. Let me bring up Doppler radar on the side, so you guys can actually see this. That's a tornado warning that we're watching right now on camera. Ooh, it's getting dark quick. Ooh, it's getting dark. Yeah, look at that storm. Look at the rain shaft coming underneath that. That is really dark. Wow, that is nasty. How fast is it moving? This is moving right now at 40 miles an hour. 40 miles an hour. Yeah, those clouds look pretty bad. Dang, that changed quick. You can definitely see how nasty that sky actually looks on that storm. And look at that shelf looking like cloud. That is impressive. Gosh. Nasty. That is so nasty. Yeah, this is looking northeast, actually. This is looking northeast. Yeah, that's where it's looking at right now. Definitely dark. It's this storm that we're looking at right here. So yeah. Oh, it's confirmed. Oh wait, no, this is from earlier. Never mind. I was almost gonna say. Yeah. So Dallas is right here. It's getting hit. That's what we're seeing right now. Gonna keep an eye on that camera. There's another look at the camera from the other direction. But we got some big time storms, destructive warning storms right here. Fort Worth in for another joyful ride. Heavy rain, some large hail associated with that storm is what is happening. Really large hail. Got another storm down here near Bono, Claiborne in Texas. It has a considerable warning tag on it. Golf ball size hail and 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts are occurring with these storms. I know, Alpha 58. I wish the camera was facing northwest. I really wish, but unfortunately, EarthCam doesn't like that, of course. But going back to the camera again, definitely starting to rain. Definitely raining hard. But anyways, if you guys are interested in participating in the Discord server, there is a link in the chat. So if you go to the chat, live chat, and it's pinned there on the very top, you could actually join the Weather Force Discord server. There's also a link to a few other things to we have a weather website. It's called Mesovort WX. If you want to check that out, feel free to click on the link and share this. If you like the content, if you like what I do, man, I'm not trying to sneeze. But yeah, be sure to share, like, and subscribe. It really means a lot. I love you guys. I appreciate all the support and everything. Definitely some heavy rainfall. Oh, stupid ad. I love the ads. But definitely really intense rainfall and hail with this storm. Oh my goodness. And there's a look at it, and here's a look at the live camera. Oh, I can't sneeze. There are 3 wind reports on NOAA's website. Golf ball size hail doing damage to cars and small structures. Thank you for the report, Wade Braxton. What's up, Heidi? How are you? Gore Vidal, how are you? LA, how are you? Sorry if I didn't say hi to you guys earlier. What a nasty storm this is. But yeah, tornado warning still continues for the Highland Park, University Park area. So if you're in Rolette, Garland, downstream, stormy there. It's really, really rough. Big storm in Cleburne. That's another storm that we'll have to watch closely for possible development. But otherwise, this has basically been the radar trend. This line of storms to the north, that's the cold front. Further south is where we have more of these discrete storms still continuing. This is a really large discrete storm that is taking place in the Arlington Forest Hill area, University Park, from Forest Hill, Lindenberg, Fort Worth. It's coming down pretty good. By the way, if you guys like the stream, hit the like button. We are almost up to 80 likes. Let's get this up to at least 100 likes. That would really be helpful. 100 likes, we can do it with 55 people watching. But yeah, more hail reports came in a bit ago. 2-inch hail near Fort Worth, Westover Hills, with this storm that is moving over the Dallin Worthington Gardens. And that's where there is 66 to almost 70 decibels of radar reflectivity. And down here to the south, that's where we have more storms. None of these do not look very strong at the moment. That's why there's just a weak severe thunderstorm warning. But we will have to watch the trends on those going forward. But it's these in the Dallas-Fort Worth area that we have to really watch. And there's no active tornado warnings at the moment. Okay, let's get this stream up to 100 likes, folks. Let's do it. Can we do it in 11 minutes? 11 minutes to 100 likes. And there's now a flood warning. A flood warning over the Dallas-Fort Worth area. That is pretty crazy. A lot of warnings. Tornado warning, then there was a severe thunderstorm warning, now there's flood warnings. Pretty wild. I'll tell you that. Pretty wild. Now it's raining there. So, yeah. If you are in the McBride, if you're in Woodville, if you're in Whitesboro, if you're in Lake Kiowa, Woodbine, that's where there is that line of severe thunderstorms going all the way from Valley View. If you're in Pottsboro, if you're in Meade, Silo, Armstrong, if you're in Caney, if you're in Atoka, that's where we have that line of storms at the moment. The real big stuff is going on down here across the Dallas-Fort Worth area. That's where we have really highly populated area under that threat. If you're in University Park, watch out. It's raining pretty good there. It is the evening commute, so yeah, it's really slow going. I mean, look at all these red areas. That indicates there is a lot of traffic. Lots of traffic going on. And you can blame it on the rain. Rain is really intense. Even in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, traffic is horrible there. Because of just, it's really bad. It's just stormy, downright stormy there. And actually, go right over here to this interchange. This is where we are seeing the biggest. This is where we're seeing the heaviest rainfall taking place. Right there. Can't miss it. How fast are these weather systems traveling? They're moving at about 35 to 40 miles an hour. New severe thunderstorm warning has now been extended into Rolette, Rockwell, McCoy, past the Dallas area, Lawrence, Terrell, Elmo, under that warning. Wow, 2.75-inch hail marker being reported in the Claiborne area. In Keene, in Alvarado, really large hail on that storm. That is very strong. These two storms are slowly getting closer to each other, so these are slowly going to merge, it appears. But look at all of the warnings. It's actually pretty wild. So yeah, where we have these pink colors indicate heavier rain, embedded hail within that. So we're seeing hailstones coming from the sky. Lots of hail. Garland, Pleasant Valley, Roulette, really getting impacted by that storm. Flood warnings, it just continues. So we're going to keep an eye on radar trends here for a bit. Texas outages are back up to 13,300. Yeah, no surprise because of all these storms knocking out power. Possibly damaging utility structures too. So we are seeing a lot of problems on roadways. I mean, if we look at... Wish I could make these cameras bigger, these images. I don't think I can. Nope, I actually can't. That's unfortunate. But yeah, definitely rough conditions, especially right over here is where we are seeing, look at the reduced visibilities. It's just ridiculous. It's coming down so hard that it is really reducing visibilities because of the heavy rain and hail. Having trouble signing up for Mesovort. Okay, really quickly, because I actually have to sign off here in a few minutes. If you go over to Mesovort WX, everybody, if you guys want to follow along, what you're going to do, you're going to enter Mesovort WX, okay? Once you do that, actually, wait, you're going to have to sign up. There's going to be a thing to where it says login or sign up. You're going to go to that. And you're going to create an account. It is free to do so. There is no cost whatsoever. It is $0 to sign up. And so when you do that, you'll be able to see what we post. You're going to be able to leave comments on what we post. Like here's my blog post that I made right here. Woohoo, there's me. Right there. So, I make discussions. I do a lot of blog posting. So, it's pretty cool along to go with other people. So, if you want to sign up, it is free. It's not that hard. If you still have trouble, message me on Discord. Simple but easy. Thank you, Angies, for tuning in. Also, we do have a Weather Force Discord server. If you're interested in signing up for that, it is free. Everything that I just told you is free. You can't miss out. It's a lot of fun. We do severe weather stuff. We talk a lot about everything in there. You cannot miss it. Sorry for all the promotions. I'm sorry. But just wanted to show you guys that. All right. I have to head off, actually, because I have other things I've got to get done. I've been putting them off a couple of days already, so I do need to finish that. I do need to work on that. I wish I could stay live. I wish I could stay live. But it's not going to work out. But if you guys did like today's live stream, make sure you hit the like button. Share this live stream with your family and friends on social media. It really means a lot. Again, I'm looking into doing more of these live streams on a once-a-week occasion. Like just hangout streams and stuff. I just have to figure out a time to doing it. Also, if you want to become a member of the YouTube channel, you will get exclusive live coverage of my storm chases when I go out there, hopefully next year. when I have more driving experience and stuff like that. Also, let's see what else. Yeah, I don't think I have much to say other than just be safe, folks. Please be safe. Even so I'm not live, watch Ray Timmer's stream. He will save people. He's saving people's lives anyway. So make sure you check him out and everything like that. Not only that, I don't think I have anything else to say. Thank you all for tuning in. It was nice hanging out with you all and tracking severe weather today on the channel. Peace out. Peace.